Welcome back, YouTube. This is Super Paul Toa, and so far, it's been 4 days ever since the Lahaina wildfires. So today I'm going to show you another project about what I'm going to talk about. But before we get to that, I think I want to continue talking about the banyan tree. Because so far, the banyan tree, we haven't got any news about it yet anyway. But I'm sure we will soon, probably late Wednesday, they said. But then, however, we also interrupt some negotiable about two people, Theo Morrison, and then we have Dr. James B. Friday. I mean, Theo Morrison is the foundation's executive director, and she said that banyan trees are hard to kill. I mean, does it make any sense? Like, who would want to kill a banyan tree? Because, you know, killing trees is inhumane. So, I don't know what makes it hard to kill, but you would never kill a tree. But then anyway, let's get to some negotiable person. So there is this guy, Dr. James B. Friday, who's an extension forester with the University of Hawaii. And he's looking at the photos and videos. It said it was not helpful about the tree's prospects. And it would have been protected, he said, by a layer of bark that is too thin, likely withstand these fires. And he said that it certainly doesn't look like that tree is going to recover. But you know, I might have to disagree with him because he probably doesn't know more about the tree. And honestly, he's probably just judging it by its appearance. But you know, to me, that is not right and not fair because appearance means nothing. And you shouldn't be too quick to judge. And you know, appearance can be misleading. Sort of like when you judge someone by what clothes they wear or how they look. Yeah, that's what we call judging a book by its cover. And as we say, never judge a book by its cover. But we'll find out about the results by late Wednesday. But I'm going to tell people about the scientific facts about the tree. That it has about the 46 limbs, about the layers of the bark, and tell them that there is no oil inside because it's not like any other trees, and also no grass in the area. I mean, so far, it's still all the same. In fact, let's look at the photo one more time. Right here. See all the limbs and there's no grass in the area? So, yeah. Even though it does look a bit singed and everything, but it's only the leaves that were singed, not the bark. I mean, people say that the bark is charred, but it's not too charred anyway, like firewood. I mean, you know, there's regular wood that you throw in the fireplace or in a wood grill. But with banyans like that, I mean, just like a kiawe or a koa, I mean, those two trees, they're not flammable. And that's what made wood last for a long time, especially when you light a fire. So I think this banyan tree will survive, but we'll find out because we could either disagree with Dr. B. Friday and agree with Morrison. So if you ever see news about the banyan tree, better put a comment in and tell them about the science fact, just like mine. I mean, so far, I've been putting a lot of comments on a lot of news videos about the tree. In fact, if any of you see one of my comments, you could either do a reply or maybe you can write one like mine. In fact, right here. See this long word? That's one of my comments. And you can look closely for my name. Right here. Can you see it? Yeah. So, anyway, we should get down to the presentation I was going to talk about. So, as you know, tonight's presentation is going to be about Governor Green because so far he is trying to help us on inspecting the damages, and so far, I mean, we lost about 93 people, almost 100. I mean, the death toll is rising anyway. We all know how sad it is. But then he's still looking at the value. For so far, we have $5.57 billion. And about probably a day ago in Kauai, they're hosting an Aloha Festival to raise funds for Maui. And I bet a lot of businesses are doing that too. So, so thanks to Governor Green, he'll probably help us right now. And of course, we all heard that Biden signed one paper about trying to help. But you know, many people don't trust Biden anymore. I mean, I'm not sure if I trust him or not, because sometimes we all know that he's the one who's been making these bad rules, from shutting down oil companies, then always finding the gold rather than the oil, because you know black oil is gold. And then he created all this unemployment stuff, which people don't want to work anymore, and that's why a lot of businesses shut down. And then of course the gas prices, and also when California passed that law for all electric cars, no fuel cars allowed in California. That is so unfair. And one of the most shocking things of all, he donated all of the weapons from America to China. No, I mean, I just don't know why he would donate things to China, because we know, well, China is so far like a bad country because they're the one who started the COVID. Hey, but all in all, I don't know if we can give Biden any chances, but we'll never know what other people say. Some say he's better than Trump, some say he's not, but we'll never know. In fact, we'll also never know about the 2024 elections to see who's going to still be president. Either Trump or he's going to remain. Because by far, people wanted Trump back in the White House because he's way more better than Biden, honestly. But anywho, back to Governor Green. In fact, he is the one who has been helping out a lot lately, especially with the damage, and he's been spreading a lot of news to inspect. In fact, I think I wanted to share you all a surprise that, not to mention, my dad, Max Toa, he works with Governor Green. He's been working with him since when he got a new job, and then now he works with him mainly. He's a private construction worker for him, working on his house, his landscape, and he's an assistant for helping out. So by far, they get along real great. And my dad gets paid about $78 an hour. I mean, wow, it's almost like a big client to him. I could ever dream about having big clients when I open my restaurant. So when Governor Green cut his trip to the mainland short, he's going to go straight to Maui, inspect all the damages, and hopefully save the banyan tree too, because that tree means a lot to us lately, because we'll never know how devastating it's going to be without it. Because without that banyan tree, it's almost like the heart of Lahaina, and without that tree, Lahaina will 100% be gone. And if Lahaina's gone, we will be gone too, because no one wants to live there or come. Because that banyan tree is not only like the heart of Lahaina, it's also like the heart of God. So if we continue saving it, it's like we're saving God. And it's almost like, you know, when you see an element on one tree, like when you see in those fairy tale stories. And this is almost like a fairy tale in real life. Because that tree is like, you know, when it controls a life or when it controls a person. So that tree is almost like a big heart, and it's controlling our hearts. And with that tree gone like that, we're going to be gone too. So I really hope that we'll find some feedback by late Wednesday if we can save that tree, because everyone's getting worried, because it's going to be the most heartbroken scene than just the town. So, with Governor Green helping us to inspect the damages, and my dad too, because you know, he's an expert on value, while my dad is an expert on buildings. I mean, He can even tell on everything on a used house if it's safe. You know, like the ones that been put up for sale and you want to buy when you move. I mean, one time when we were traveling to Colorado to find our house, he inspected a lot of things around, from cracks in the walls, the ceiling. And one time when we walked down the basement, he looked at some poles that is supporting in the top floor of the house, and it doesn't look really sturdy enough. And he has a feeling it's not going to be safe. So he's the right guy to inspect a lot of houses, and we're glad that he's the one who could help. So if you ever want to know whether a house is safe that you want to move in, my dad can help. He can really help a lot of people because he knows houses, because he's been working construction since he moved out of Samoa 25 years ago. Yeah. So I'm glad that I have my dad helping out. He's going to help me build my restaurant when we move. And maybe when we raise enough money to save the town, hoping that he could try rebuild the Pioneer Inn while I reopen the restaurant. I mean, I could ever dream, because I still have a feeling it's going to be my grandparents' most favorite hotel. And my grandpa will be so proud, and my grandma will be proud. Yeah, because I really wanted to show them what I can really do. Because so far, my dad has been working so long with green that he probably might become the next politician one of these years, but who knew? But as long as he's helping him. So over here I have a recent layout photo that I made myself of Governor Green and my dad. Right here. So this is Governor Green, and right here, that's my dad. Yeah, he's really cool. So they're going to be working together anyway to inspect the damages on each building, on how much it would cost to restore, and then my dad will figure out the materials because he knows everything on his houses. So I'm starting to feel proud that everyone is pitching in and helping out, raising funds, and I can't wait to raise my fund too, because so far we might be up to $2 million when I saw a GoFundMe app, and they raised up to 1,900,000, and then we'll make it to 2 million. But we still have a long way to go to billions, because you need about 900 million and 900,000 to make a billion. And even though it's going to take years to bring Lahaina back on the map, but all in all, I'm glad that we're all pitching in and helping out, because after all, we're Ohana, and it's like that motto said, Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. So I hope that you all do your part too. Just drop a little donation and become inspirations to a lot of people. And then before you know it, the kindness might return to you when you do your kindness first. But anyway, that's it for now for today's presentation. And then I'm going to keep watching some more news clips and look for info on the banyan tree in the town, the funds and everything. And before you know it, sooner or later, we'll be able to have Lahaina back on the map. All you had to do is just work hard, do your part, and say your prayers, and think positive. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon. God bless you all.